Hi everybody, my name is Miss Jenny, in case you did not know. Now you know, and welcome to another episode of Messy Monday. Today we are going to be making some yummy and delicious dirt pudding. So what you're gonna need is some pudding. I just made this is some instant pudding, but you can also get like snack packs or handy cups, something like that. Some whip topping, some Cool Whip, and then you will also need some Oreos, and of course you have to have some kind of bug in your dirt pudding, and I'm going to be using some gummy worms. So let's scroll on down here, and let's also twist this a little bit so you can see everything I got going on. Okay, so we have my pudding that I made. So for this, I just used a packet of instant pudding and some milk. Now we are going to add in a container of Cool Whip. So the Cool Whip is gonna make it a little bit lighter and airier. And then, look at that. We also now have a clean container. Not really, we'd have to wash it out, but it's still nice to have this. And this is gonna make the pudding a little bit airier, a little bit lighter, also lighter in color, which is really nice. So I had this in the freezer, so it might take a little bit longer. So while that's happening, let's chat for a minute. So this week is, I want to say this week is National Library Week. So like going to the library, I love libraries, or Librarian Appreciation Week. I've heard it called a few different things. So if you want to come on by the library, we have crafts. We are open, so you can come in and pick out your own books. Look at this, it's getting a lot lighter. It's also going to give it a little bit of a smoother consistency. Nice. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, you can hear our announcement because we're about to close for the day and do some cleaning. So I'm going to leave the cleaning up to Mr. Ben and Miss Sam today, since they are on desk, and I am going to make some lovely dirt pudding for them. Now, you want to try and incorporate this the best that you can. Incorporating is kind of like a fancy way of just saying mixing. So I'm trying not to have any yellow streaks, or not yellow, my goodness gracious, any white streaks. I'm not trying to have any lumps in it or anything like that. But Passover is going on right now if you are part of our Jewish community, or if you observe Passover, which Mr. Ben does. So he cannot have any Oreos. So after I get this all nice and mixed real good, I am going to set some aside for him because he is going to have some pretty clean dirt pudding. His is really going to be more like mud pudding. All right, so I think that's the best that I'm going to get it right now. Is there any other big chunk? What do you think? I just see a lot of air chunks. Yeah, because these are all air chunks. All right, so I'm gonna set some in my little cup for Mr. Ben. And then we get to do some fun stuff. So this is Mr. Ben, so I'm gonna set it off to the side. Now we get to take our Oreos, and with our Oreos, we're gonna put them in a bag and break them up. So this is a lot of fun. You can take so many Oreos, and maybe you have a rolling pin or a toy hammer, or if you are being supervised, a real hammer. But this is where you get to just crush them all up. So we're gonna take a couple of Oreos, however many you think will work. I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna see how it looks. Move these ones off to the side, and I'm just gonna start breaking them up. And I'm just using my hands, but like I said, you can use all sorts of different things. If I had a clean spoon, maybe I'd use a spoon to break them up. And we're just crushing and crushing and crushing. And you see, we're getting some chocolatey chunks already, because this bag does not want to seal, which is totally fine because it's Messy Monday. We're here to make a mess. And this is where it really starts to look more like dirt and less like mud and less like pudding. All right. I think that's a good space. Let's see. Oh, that's this one. This one's a little too big. I gotta break that one up a little bit more. And we'll open our bag up and we'll just dump it on in. So this is so much fun. Also, we see a lot of mud and dirt and stuff like that in the spring because the snow is melting, it's rainy. And this also gives it a nice cookies and cream flavor. Look at that, now we have like more speckles in it. So now we get to pull this off to the side and I'll give some to Miss Sam. Let's see, 2 scoops for Miss Sam, you think? And then I'll give some to Miss Kathy. My goodness, Miss Kathy's getting a mess of one. It's okay, she likes messes. And then I'll make one for myself. And we're gonna crush some more Oreos up to put on top. So this one will be mine. All right, excellent. If you're doing this at home and it's okay with your grown-up, you can take a little taste, make sure it tastes super yummy for you. Then we're gonna take our super messy bag. We'll move this off to the side. Let's see, where did I put the Oreos? They're right over here, Miss Jenny, my goodness. Sometimes, guys, I wonder about me. So I'll take another row of Oreos, because that's what I did the last time. And this time I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna crush it with something heavy. I'm looking around, seeing what I have, because you can use a variety of things. Let's see what's in here. Nothing heavy enough that I want to use. You know what I think a great thing to do? I'll use one of these containers. So we're just gonna smack it, and this is gonna break it up. And this makes them a little bit smaller, and then we can roll it. And like I said, if you have a rolling pin at home, that can be a huge help. Again, if you have nothing else, you can just use your hands. So get your hands right in there and crush, 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 crush. Knead it like it's bread. I'm sure all of us made some bread somewhat recently. I know I made a lot of banana bread last year. Really, I made a lot of chocolate chip muffins. All right, so this feels nice and small and broken up, so I'm gonna grab mine, Miss Sam's and Miss Kathy's. Now my hands are nice and clean, so that's 1 and 2. And 3. And I'm gonna pour the rest of the mixture in with the pudding. And anybody who wants that later can help themselves. So, just to show you, I had some extra, just gonna mix it in here. Excellent. So now I have my dirt cups all set up. Put this off to the side. And now we add the worms. But these are super yummy worms. So since Mr. Benz is off camera, I'm gonna add his off camera. And now I have 1. Look at that. They're like worms crawling out. 2. And let's do a 3rd one too. 3. Ooh, look at all those worms. This is a great way to celebrate springtime with a tasty treat. And just like that, we're all done. So I'm gonna go give these to my friends. Do I like this angle? Not really. And I'm gonna give these to my friends, to my coworkers, and maybe I'll see if Miss Yvette wants one too. Thank you so much for watching. Stay messy, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and I cannot wait to see you soon. If you end up making this, I would love to see a picture. You can email me directly at jenny@merrimacklibrary.org, or you can find us on Instagram and tag us there at merrimack, LIBNH. All right, bye everyone.